Hey guys, it's Baseball, and so I've decided to do a little bit of zombies on my channel. So to kick it off, I've done a pack-a-punch weapons guide for the default pistol and the weapons you buy off the wall. So to start it off, the default pistol. So when you pack-a-punch it, it turns into the Mustang and Sally. It has a smaller magazine, dual wield, and fires grenades. I would try it out once, but I would not suggest it for the higher rounds. Alright, so next is the M14, which turns into the Amnesia. This has a doubled magazine and a higher damage. Would I suggest this? No, I would not suggest it at all. This is a horrible weapon. Obviously, it starts out in the first room. Like, as you can see here, it's pretty bad. I'm not aiming for the head exactly, but it's just bad. So, the Olympia, it turns into the Hades. It has higher power, longer range, and incendiary rounds. I wouldn't suggest it for the higher rounds, but I would suggest it for the lower rounds because it is a blast to use. Like, look at those guys just getting on fire. Alright, so MPL. MPL turns into the MPL-LF. It has a bigger magazine and a smaller precision sight. This gun I do not suggest whatsoever. It gives you barely any damage for the $5,000 that you pay. Alright, so MP5K. MP5K turns into the MP1115 Calder. It has a bigger magazine and more damage. I would moderately suggest this for the lower rounds, but not for the higher rounds. Alright, so M16. M16 turns into the Skull Crusher. It's fully automatic and has a higher damage, and it also adds a grenade launcher to it. I would not suggest this for any rounds because it has a very low damage, as you can see at round 12. Alright, so this gun is the MP40, which turns into the Afterburner. It has a bigger magazine and more damage. I would suggest this. The only problem with it is the low amount of ammo it gives you. Alright, so now we have the PM63, which turns into the Tokyo and Rose. All it gives you is a dual wield and a little bit of extra damage. I would not suggest this at all for any rounds because, for one thing, it gives you spray and a lot of recoil. If you use it, you'll want to burst fire. So now is the famous AK-74U, which turns into the AK-74U F2. So it has a special precision sight, a bigger magazine, and more damage. I would not suggest this because it barely has any damage to the zombies. It's pretty much the same, not upgraded. So last is the Stakeout. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's last. So after you upgrade it, it turns into the Raid. So it has a bigger magazine, it reloads 2 shells at once, has a longer range, and a higher damage with a group. I would recommend this for levels up to 18. I would say 18 would be good for this. So anyways, thanks guys. Be sure to thumb this up and like it. When I get to about 7 likes, I guess, I will release the mystery box weapons. So anyways, thanks guys.